Welcome to our final video about generative AI. Today we're exploring an important topic, the ethical considerations of using this technology. When we talk about ethics in generative AI, we're thinking about how to use this powerful tool in ways that benefit everyone and avoid potential harm. Generative AI, as you remember, is the type of AI that can create new content like text, images, or music. While this is exciting, it also brings up some important ethical questions we need to consider. Let's start with privacy. Generative AI needs lots of data to work well. For example, an AI that writes stories might learn by analyzing thousands of books. But what if some of those books weren't meant to be used this way? Should authors have a say in whether their work is used to train AI? And when you use a generative AI tool, how much of your personal information does it collect? These are important questions we need to think about. Another big issue is fairness and bias. Generative AI learns from the data it's given, and if that data contains biases, the AI might reproduce those biases in its creations. Imagine an AI that generates images of professionals. If it's mostly shown pictures of male doctors and female nurses, it might create biased images that reinforce stereotypes. We need to be careful to ensure generative AI is fair and doesn't discriminate. Ownership and copyright are also tricky areas. When a generative AI creates a piece of art or writes a story, who owns it? Is it the person who used the AI, the company that made the AI, or should it be considered public domain? What if the AI-generated work is very similar to an existing piece of art or writing? These are new questions that our current laws might not fully address yet. Generative AI also raises concerns about misinformation and deep fakes. These AIs can create very realistic fake images, videos, or text that can be hard to distinguish from real content. For example, they could generate fake news articles that look completely real. This could be used to spread false information quickly and convincingly. We need to think about how to detect AI-generated content and prevent it from being used to mislead people. Another consideration is the impact on creative industries. Generative AI can produce content quickly and cheaply, which could affect jobs in fields like writing, graphic design, or music composition. While AI might create new job opportunities, it could also change or replace some existing roles. We need to consider how to balance the benefits of this technology with its potential impact on people's livelihoods. The environmental impact of generative AI is also worth considering. Training large AI models requires a lot of computing power, which uses a significant amount of energy. As these models get bigger and more complex, their energy consumption grows. We need to think about how to make generative AI more environmentally friendly. Lastly, we should consider the broader societal impacts. Generative AI could change how we create and consume content. It might affect how we value human creativity or change our understanding of what's original or authentic. These are big questions that don't have easy answers, but they're important to think about. So what can we do about these ethical challenges? Many organizations are working on guidelines for the ethical use of generative AI. Some are developing ways to watermark AI-generated content so it can be identified. Others are working on making AI models more transparent so we can understand how they make decisions. Education is also key. The more we understand about generative AI, the better equipped we'll be to use it responsibly. As we wrap up this series on generative AI, remember that this technology, like any powerful tool, comes with both opportunities and responsibilities. As you continue to learn about and possibly use generative AI, keep thinking about these ethical considerations. Is the AI being used fairly? Is it respecting people's privacy and intellectual property? Could it be used to mislead people? How might it affect society and the environment? You don't need to have